This is Dontae Jones here in the Dick Goddard Weather Center with you here on this Friday evening. We're getting into the last weekend before Christmas. Christmas coming around next weekend. Winter starts on Wednesday, and it's going to feel like it too. Remember the big temperature dip we had earlier this week? We were in the 40s, and now we're in the 30s. We'll go from the 30s to the 20s by the time winter sets in, at least late next week anyway. And then we've got a system that we've got to talk about that could bring some accumulating snow. I'm not talking about what's coming tomorrow for like Lake and Ashtabula counties. I'm talking about for everybody next week, which could set us up for a white Christmas. And because I've spent so much time away from home, you know, and for those of you who don't know, I'm from Northeast Ohio. I was born and raised in Akron. But when I graduated high school, I went down to Ohio State and spent my adult life in Columbus, and then got into this business full time and went to North Carolina and Dayton, and now I'm back here. So I hadn't realized that it's been a long time since we had a white Christmas. Now I'd come home, you know, to Akron to visit the family for quite a few Christmases, but it didn't really dawn on me. I think probably because I'm not a winter lover. And I was probably thinking, this is great. This is a great Christmas. But I hadn't realized that it's been a long time since we had a white Christmas. So for those of you who are wanting a white Christmas, you are more than likely going to get your chance this year. All right, let's talk forecast. Let's get you out. And I won't keep you long. I know it's Friday night, and maybe you're wrapping some Christmas gifts. Maybe you're watching some TV or what have you. You saw this pop up. And let's see what he has to talk about. A quick look at the forecast or so. So the winter storm watch is going to be posted for tomorrow evening through Sunday night. You see that purple, that shoreline of Ashtabula County, that there is just the winter storm watch area. So for those in that area, you have the better chance of seeing the 6+ inches of snow and the 35-mile-an-hour gusty winds. That's not to say that some other areas of the snow belt won't see snow, and we'll take a look at that in a second, but that's the better chance. So just a heads up there for those folks where you get the lowering visibilities and the really cold temperatures with the 35-mile-an-hour gusts and things like that, and certainly the snowy and slick roadways. All right, so a cold blast coming our way. Big picture, always like to look at these headlines sort of give you the synopsis or the thesis, if you will, of the forecast. And then not only the cold blast with 20s and 30s for daytime highs, but flying flakes. We got chances now for snow. With the colder air mass in place, any precipitation that's falling going to be falling as snow. And then Christmas time, again, looking better and better for a white Christmas. All right, this evening, it's still kind of early. We're going to wrap this up in about 5-10 minutes or so. So if you're headed out this evening, temperatures in the 30s, but it'll feel like the 20s because it's a little breeze out there. Not a lot, but a little. So you'll want to wear the winter gear if you're headed out. Now, if you're headed out tomorrow to the Browns game, going to be pretty typical. Now, granted, we're going to be about maybe 10 degrees colder than our average for this time of year, but we are quiet. It's Northeast Ohio. It's cold in December. We're in the lower 30s. If there are any flying flakes around, that's all it'll be. It's just you'll look and see some flakes in the air flying around for the game. But other than that, it's just cloudy and quiet and cold. Temperatures, again, in the lower 30s there. Now, this is the cold blast that comes in. Now, this is this weekend where our temperatures are dropping, you know, from the 40s into the 30s. But then we got another cold blast coming our way by the time we head into next weekend. That will drop our temperatures into the 20s next weekend, and it sticks around even to the following Monday, the day after Christmas. So just a heads up there. So high temperatures, 40 for this time of year, but 30s for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and then that other reinforcing shot of cold air comes in right before Christmas for Friday and Saturday. Temperatures are in the 20s. So the daily breakdown of precip tomorrow, a chance for scattered flurries and isolated snow showers around and it's an equal shot for just about everybody. So we'll cap it at 20%, maybe even 30%. So see Jen Harcher in the morning, because she may look at some of what's going on and may look at some of the models and decide to bump that up to a 30% chance. Either way, we're just like tonight, seeing some scattered snow showers around that could get a quick dusting. I was reading on Twitter that someone posted that they're in northern Summit County. They got a quick dusting on the ground on the grassy surfaces from some of these snow showers that are coming through. And that's about it. Sunday, it's really relegated to the lake and Ashtabula County areas and closer towards the shore. And so it's a 20% chance because everybody else is going to be just fine, just dry and cloudy. Monday, I've been going 0% for Monday for percentages of precipitation, but I mean, this model is persistent in that it's looking at some flurries from Monday. I'm looking at my notes here from when I made the forecast when I got in at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And the European model, which is one that we really like to go with during winter, still has some morning lake effect flurries around, where the global forecasting system, or the GFS, is dry. So I think maybe at 10 o'clock, I'm going to probably go with 20% on Monday, and even in all honesty, and I was noticing as I was running through the forecast throughout the evening shows here, that those lake effect bands were even still persistent into Monday morning. So I think I'll just go ahead and bite the bullet and put a 20% chance in there for Monday morning as well. So if you're in the snow belt, if you're Lake in Ashtabula County and you're watching me now, just know that even though the winter storm watch is going to expire Sunday night, I still think you're going to have lake effect bands even into the Monday morning commute. So just a heads up there. But we are dry for Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday comes our next system. Here's the setup. So that's the jet stream, those arrows there. The jet stream, it separates air masses. That's what that is. The separation of air masses is the jet stream. So to the south, go figure, the warmer air mass. To the north is the colder air mass. So any storms or areas of low pressure that moves through this colder air mass and it drops the precipitation, it's going to drop it as snow. And so look right there, we're on the colder side of that, and so we're going to get some snow showers. And that could be a nor'easter for the eastern seaboard. So not only do we get dumped on, but they get dumped on the eastern seaboard. On top of that, because it's a nor'easter, some really gusty winds with that too. So accumulating snow is what I'll go with for next Thursday and Friday. It would be really premature for me to put numbers onto anything. That's why I would say accumulating. So stay tuned with us throughout the week, because these things can change. I'm not trying to hype anything up, but looking at what the models are saying, accumulating snow is possible, and likely if this scenario plays out. Another scenario for Thursday and Friday, well, the Euro says rain showers, but it's much too cold to have rain showers. It's 31 degrees, so that's snow showers right there. But the GFS says that we're dry on Thursday until the evening time, then evening snow showers, where the European model says you'll have snow showers all throughout the day on Thursday. And then on Friday, the GFS says that's where you get the bulk Thursday night into Friday of your snow, where the European says, no, you'll get the snow showers on Thursday, and you'll get some morning snow showers on Friday, then a break in the afternoon, then more evening snow showers as this low pivots in here. So I mentioned all that meteorological stuff to tell you that there's a little bit of inconsistency in the models for Thursday and Friday. And then on Saturday, we get more snow showers as the system still tries to move out, but on the slower side. And so by the time you get into Sunday, you're looking at either snow on the ground, but not falling from the sky, or if this system lingers and the timing is a little different, then you can have snow on the ground and falling from the sky. So either way you slice it, it's looking like a white Christmas is a likelihood. And then you got the winds with this low pressure system that move on by. So we got 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts. So on top of that, temperatures are already going to be in the 30s. Then they're going to fall on Friday into the 20s. And you got the gusty winds of 40, 45 miles an hour. So you got blowing snow. You got the slippery roadways, the snowy roadways. And then you got both hands on the steering wheel needed because your car is going to be buffeted, especially if you're a high profile vehicle. So we got a storm system that could possibly be a brewing for next Thursday and Friday and possibly into Saturday. All right, but that's then. Let's talk about this weekend. So tonight, this is an accurate depiction. We're seeing the snow showers around. And it just dawned on me that I didn't even show, I don't think I showed the radar for currently. And I think, we do the same thing for the clickable forecast on the web. And so when you're doing a clickable forecast where it's going to live there on the web for hours, you don't want to show any current conditions. If I'm recording that at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and you're watching it at 7 o'clock in the evening, it currently is not going to be accurate. So we just kind of look at the future of everything. And so I think I still have my show set up for clickable. And I'll go back then and look at, matter of fact, let me just do that now. Let me go back and look at current conditions. And I may not even have current conditions set up in this show. What? Yeah, I do. There we go. There we are. There we are. All right, so there's currently what we're looking at. Satellite and radar. We got the snow showers around. And again, some of those fall in at a pretty good clip where it could put down a quick dusting. And it's very pretty. I mean, if you really like the snow and you like it this time of year, and maybe you're watching me and you're in the living room and you're looking at the Christmas decorations and the Christmas lights, and you're looking outside and it's snowing, and maybe you got the Christmas music ready to get pumped up, and say, Dontae, end your live weather chat so I can go back to Mariah Carey's Christmas. No, I like Mariah Carey's Christmas. I have no problem with it. She is the queen of Christmas to me, but I know that there are a lot of other folks who are like, come on, give me something else besides that. I like Christmas music, period. If you've been around in the summertime, I play it even in the middle of July. I like Christmas music. But anyway, back to the task at hand. Scattered snow showers around here this evening. They will move out and they'll taper off to just flurries overnight. And so we may not see this much of a robust setup tomorrow throughout the day, but we'll see somewhere in between this and nothing. So we'll see some scattered flurries and isolated snow showers around for Saturday. But again, it won't really amount to anything. All right, so that's current. Back to the futurecast. And there's what I'm talking about on Saturday. Saturday morning, a few flurries around, isolated snow showers. Even there's Saturday evening around 11 o'clock, flurries and snow showers around, but not really amounting to anything. But then it shuts off. There's Sunday at 9 o'clock in the morning, but if you look up towards Lake and Ashtabula counties, you'll notice that they're getting some snow bands coming in off the lake. So that's why the winter storm watch for Saturday night into Sunday night. Now it looks like for Sunday afternoon, and Sunday evening, it tries to shut off a bit. We get some drier air in here. We start to get some clearing for portions of us, but then it comes right back overnight, Sunday night into Monday morning. See those lake bands anywhere from eastern Cuyahoga County up towards Lake County and Ashtabula County still going on, and then by Monday mid-morning that finally cuts off. And so that's why for the Monday morning commute you could still see some lake effect bands going on there. So mix tonight and tomorrow, and here's what you get across the board. So really a dusting to a trace to a half an inch, not really anything to write home about. But then Saturday night into Sunday night into early Monday morning, right up there along the lake and Ashtabula counties, that's where you pick up the bulk of that 3 to 6 plus inches of snow, and everybody else is just fine. So tonight, 27, evening snow showers goes into overnight flurries is what I would call it. Maybe that description is a little misleading. Think it's just flurries, and they're really coming down at a good clip. And then over the weekend, 32, mostly cloudy skies. Again, a few flurries around throughout the day, a good shot for everybody, a good chance for everybody to see them, not just the snow belt. But then it transfers on Sunday to just lake effect, and everybody else is dry and cloudy and cold in the lower 30s. Then there's the 8-day forecast where we're predominantly dry Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Winter comes in on Wednesday, and then that system comes in Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Snow showers around, accumulating, gusty winds, and then temperatures drop behind that front from 32 on Thursday to 24 on Friday, 23 on your Christmas Eve, and still 20s by the time we head into the day on Christmas. So that is the forecast. It's cold. It's Northeast Ohio in mid-December, or maybe late December. What is it, December 16th? Yeah, mid-December still. Mid-December. So no real big extremes here for the weekend, except for right there up along the lake. Everybody else dry. Head out, do your Christmas shopping. You should be fine. It's going to be cold, and maybe a few flying flakes in the air would make it feel and look a little bit more festive for you for the season if you like it. I know earlier this week we did a story about the ski resorts not really operating because of the warmer weather and the lack of snow. Well, we're changing that now. So if you're going to start to try and get out and ski, I think this upcoming week and the week after are going to be your week where we start to freeze things up and they can make the snow and it sticks and Mother Nature helps too, especially Thursday and Friday, to get you some snow so you get back on the slopes. So that's my gift for you. Merry Christmas for all of you who like to ski and who like this season. All right, so it is 8:30 now. I'm gonna get some dinner, then tweak the forecast, and I will see you back on the TV side at 10 o'clock. Have a great night, everybody.